Hi guys! This is a puzzles class with me, Hina. Woohoo! And what puzzle are we solving together? We are going to solve the puzzle of the United States. First things first, this class is fully booked, which is awesome. If you made a reservation for this class, join now. Like Norbert and Hamid, they have reservations for this class, so they join. How's it going, Norbert? Are you fresh? Are you bright?
I'm tired.
I only slept for 4 hours. And we also have Hamid. Hamid,
Yes.
how are you feeling?
I'm okay, with you.
What time is it there, Hamid?
Time is 3 a.m.
Ooh, it's late. So thank you, Hamid, for staying awake. Are you going to join us for the next class as well?
Yes, of course.
All right. So this class was a joint collaboration. I wanted to know if you guys wanted to have a class on the U.S. states. It's going to be super fun because we are going to be solving the puzzle together. It's an online puzzle, and I'm just going to say no cheating. Okay? How can you cheat in this class? Norbert, how do you think someone can cheat in this class?
Yeah, you can check the Google about the states. Like,
Exactly. You can don't Google the USA, all right? If you do that, then it's not going to be fun for anyone because, you know, nobody's going to be able to guess. So I'm gonna use a word. It's not really a word, but we use it in English here in North America. It's called to guesstimate. Do you guys know what that means? Guesstimate. I can't believe I wrote it in the chat. So do you guys know what guesstimate means? Guesstimate is not a word, okay? But
I found to guess and estimate.
Exactly. So in this class, if you don't know where a state is, there's going to be a lot of guesstimation happening. So you're going to guess where a state is and estimate based on what you know, all right? So guesstimate is a word that we have made up. It's not really a word. There's another word that we have made up in English. It's not really a word. It's called ginormous. What do you guys think ginormous means? Ginormous. Something that is
and enormous.
Yeah, something that is giant and enormous. Ginormous. Guess.
and what is enormous?
Enormous means huge, like just giant. Enormous and giant mean the exact same thing. Okay. For example, an elephant is an enormous animal. It's a really big animal. Okay. So giant and enormous, ginormous, guess and estimate, guesstimate. Not really words. I'm just telling you guys. How's everyone doing? Hi guys. Hi guys.
Hi.
All right, awesome. Hi, so we have Hazim, Mine, you made it. Welcome. We have Larissa. Hi, Larissa. How's it going?
Hello, Hina. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine.
That's awesome. So yeah, like Hazim is saying, chill and relax, chillax. So these words that I've told you, please do not write them in your English essays because they're not really words. I'm just telling you how we do it English style. Okay, you guys ready? You excited to solve the puzzle of the US?
Let's discover the USA again.
Yes, let's rediscover the United States. I'm going to be sharing my screen. So you guys will be seeing the puzzle that we're solving. And I'm going to get you guys to like try and guesstimate where the states are. We'll talk about the different regions in the United States. So the US has different regions. Like it's a huge country and it's divided into 4 main regions, and we're going to learn what those regions are as well. Okay? And I'll tell you the names of the capitals of the states. Just out of curiosity, how many states are there in the US? Who knows?
50?
50. Exactly. There are 50 states in the US, and we're going to put together a puzzle of them. All right, so I'm excited. Let's get started. So let's quickly get started with introductions, all right? Let's say our name, let's say where we're from. And from the top of our heads, how many states do you think you can name? Okay? Have you heard that expression, from the top of your head?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? What does that mean, Norbert?
That you just say something what you the first came to your mind.
Exactly. So the first thing that comes to your mind, you say it. So from the top of your head, how many states can quickly come to your mind when you think of the US? It's not to memorize, it's to say it. Okay? So I'll begin. Welcome everyone, all those who are new. My name is Hina. I'm your teacher. I'm from Canada. And without exaggeration, I can probably name about 35 to 36 states from the top of my head. I've traveled a lot in the US, and I think that's one of the reasons why. All right, so let's get started. Let's get Bruno.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Bruno. I'm 17 years old and I'm from Brazil.
Welcome, Bruno. I think, is this your first time here?
With you, yeah. Yeah, with you.
That's awesome. So how many states do you think you can name?
Oh, maybe just 5, I think.
Just 5? Okay. All right, that's okay. So that's good if you can't name too many, because then we're going to learn. All right, perfect. Thanks, Bruno. Next, let's get Hamid.
Yes, hello guys. I'm Hamid from Turkey. Maybe roughly I can say 20,
20.
states because of NBA game and NBA.
Oh, the national basketball.
Yes.
Oh,
It is a very useful source.
I agree. Perfect. Thank you, Hamid. So if you want to name the basketball teams when we're going through some states, you can do that, okay?
Okay.
Awesome. Next, let's get Hazim.
I'm Halim from Egypt. How are you, everyone? I can name about from 6 to 10 states.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Thanks, Hazim. Next, we just have someone new. Let's get Larissa.
Hello, guys. I'm from Brazil, and I think that I can name kind of 16, 17 states. I think so.
All right. So far, we have Hamid in the lead, who can name 20. Hamid, I want you to name them. No, I'm kidding. All right. Perfect. Thank you, Larissa. Next, let's get Mine.
I told my sister.
Mine, who is actually currently living in the United States. So go ahead, Mine.
Hi, my name is Mine. Now, currently, I live in US. I think I can count maybe 35.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I lived in the US as well, and that's round about the number of states you should know if you live in the US. Some of the states that you don't know, they're just like, nobody cares about them. So nobody knows them.
Like California.
California is a huge state. So, but like, those like little ones in the middle who's like, I don't know. So, but we'll learn what those are and where they are. Perfect.
This
Thanks.
state is
Wyoming.
nobody knows. Yeah.
Wyoming. That's how you say it. Perfect. Thanks, Minnie. Next, let's get Nicholas.
Hi.
Hi.
I am Nicholas. I'm from Argentina. I think maybe I can say 10 with lucky.
10 states? Okay, that's cool.
Yes.
That's fine. Perfect. Thank you, Nicholas. Next, let's get Norbert.
Hi, I'm Norbert from Hungary, and probably between 15 and 20.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Norbert. Next, we have Shadin.
Hello there.
Hi.
Hi, I am Shadin Mohammed from Yemen. It's my first time with you, teacher. I guess I can count maybe 10 or 12.
10 or 12? Okay, that's fine. So thanks, Shadin, and welcome. It's really nice to have you join me in my class.
Thank you.
Awesome. And lastly, we have Louise, J. Louise. Julie, Louise, can you hear me? Julie, Louise, are you there? Oh, okay, you're muted. You wait, stop talking. You're muted. So you need to press the microphone on top. Wait, so you go all the way on top. There's a button. Let me share my screen. Here, watch my screen. Here, okay? So watch my screen. This is what my screen looks like. Up here, you see this button? This is a microphone. You need to click on that. If you click on it, you'll be unmuted. If you click on it again, you'll be muted. Look at that. Bam. Okay, so Louise, I'm just going to say that I hope you can get your microphone working, because in order to be in class, you have to have a working microphone. Must. Okay, so you need to unmute yourself. When you figure it out, say hi to us, okay? All right, so let's, as Ellis, oh, so Samir brings up a really good point that sometimes he gets confused between a state and a city. And a lot of people have that issue, like LA. LA is not a state. LA, Los Angeles, is a city in Washington. Yeah, and Washington.
Well, Washington state.
Exactly.
New York.
Washington, New York. There's a couple. Sorry?
It's larger than city.
Yeah, a
State
state
is larger than city.
Exactly, and cities are in states. All right. If LA is not a state, then I have this problem. Yeah, LA is not a state. LA is a city. What does LA stand for, guys?
Los Angeles.
California.
Exactly. Los Angeles is a city in the state of California. Okay, so we'll look at some popular states as well as their capitals. Okay, so you guys aren't going to have the link with you for our for the puzzle, and I'm just going to say no cheating. Okay, don't open like a map of the US on Google and be like, I know where all the states are now. Okay, so no cheating. It'll be fun if we get to solve this together. Okay, so can you guys see the puzzle?
Yeah.
Yes.
So this
Yes.
what is this piece of land called? This is the United States. But what United States is it?
Blind map, maybe.
Oh, mainland. Exactly.
Mainland.
Mainland USA. So mainland USA is the chunk of land here. You'll see that some of these states, this is a state and this is a state. These are not connected to the USA. They are either in the water or they're connected to another country. So this,
Island.
yeah, Hawaii, exactly, Hawaii and Alaska. So these are not part of mainland USA. This chunk of land is called mainland USA. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'll get each one of you to try and guess where they are, where the states are. Okay. So you'll see up here, place Colorado on the map. So Colorado is a state. This is the shape of it. All right. And you're going to have to navigate me. All right. So be like, Hina, move it down or move it up, or it's in the south or it's in the north, east, west, whatever. You have to tell me how to get to where the state is. You guys understand?
Yeah.
Yeah? Norbert, you want to say something?
No, I just thought we will find out the names.
We will find out the names. We're also going to place them on the maps. Oh, come on. I'm going to make this fun. I'm not just going to be like, here, these are all the states. Know them. All right? So let's get started. So because we have an American with us in class, Minnie, why don't you start us off? Where is Colorado on the map, Minnie? Tell me.
Actually, I was there. I think the Colorado is middle of the America.
Okay, so I'm going to show you where I'm going and tell me where to drop it. So this is the middle of America.
A little bit high. You can go
Okay.
up.
That's it? Should I go east or west?
Oh, I think closer east.
Over here? Okay.
Why you start with me?
Oh, come on. You can, okay, so I'm going to drop it here, okay, Minnie? So let's see how close you are.
Okay.
Ah, the correct location of Colorado is actually more to the west. Okay?
Yes.
There you go. And that's what Colorado looks like. Who can tell me do you guys know what the capital of Colorado is?
Denver.
Denver, Colorado, exactly. So the capital of Colorado is Denver. Okay, D-E-N-V-E-R.
Actually, it's really cool state.
Sorry, what did you say, Hamid?
And Denver Nuggets, NBA team.
Sorry, what?
And Denver Nuggets.
No, okay, he's naming the basketball team. I'm going to write the names of the big cities as well, because if you guys are confused what is a city and what is a state, people usually get the capital cities confused with the states. Okay? And Mine, what did you say? What were you saying?
It is famous for the buffalo, and this is really cool state, and a lot of forests and all.
It's very natural. Exactly.
Yeah,
There's a lot of nature in Colorado. Okay, perfect. All right, thanks, Mine. Next, let's see. Who should we get next? Next, let's get Hazim.
You must be kidding. I don't know anything about
so
Kentucky.
If you don't know anything, then how are you going to put it there? What's the word? What are you going to do?
Guess.
Guesstimate.
Guess.
Guesstimate. Take a guess. All right? Okay, so this state is Kentucky. Where do you think Kentucky goes? First, tell me, do you think it's in the north, in the east, in the west, in the south? Tell me that.
Okay. Maybe it will be in the east.
Okay, you're right. It's in the east. Okay, where else? So in the east. So now I'm in the east. Do you think it's going to be in the north or the south of the east?
I think the north.
In the north? Okay, so I'm going to put it in the north of the east. Okay. Ooh, pretty close. There you go. We have Kentucky, which is right smack in the middle of the east. What is the capital of Kentucky? Okay, the capital of Kentucky is Frankfort. Okay, I'm going to write that down for you guys. Okay, also, the states in the US, they have abbreviations. What is the abbreviation of Colorado? Do you guys know what abbreviations are? So when you write the name of the state, you do not write it almost as, for example, Colorado.
C-L?
C-O.
C-O, okay.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So Colorado is written as C-O. What do you think Kentucky is written as? What is the abbreviation?
K-Y?
Kentucky? You guys think that's correct?
No.
Yeah. No, that's correct. Sorry. KFC, exactly. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now you all know where Kentucky Fried Chicken comes from. Okay? That is Kentucky on the map. All right? And we'll also learn what the different regions are of the US. Okay? All right. Hina, Wyatt say 49 turns to go, 49 plus 2 is equal to 51, right? I think you have an extra turn. Okay? Or maybe there's 51 states, we'll see. There are 50 official states because there are 50 stars on the flag, but there should be 50 official states. I think we have an extra turn. Okay. All right. Next, let us get Norbert. Where do you think Pennsylvania is? This is Pennsylvania.
This is the easy one.
This is easy.
I think it's on the East Coast.
Okay, so it's on this side.
Yes.
Okay.
And yeah, somewhere there.
Somewhere there. So I'm gonna drop it here.
A little bit lower.
A little bit lower. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I don't know, somewhere.
Okay. Somewhere here. Okay. You're actually close. So it's very close. There you go. So Pennsylvania actually touches this country. Which country is this? Up here. Canada, exactly. So part of Pennsylvania actually touches Canada as well. Okay. What is the capital city of Pennsylvania, and what is the abbreviation of Pennsylvania?
Philadelphia.
No, a lot of people think that. Okay. Pennsylvania is PA, and the Pennsylvania is PA, and the capital of Pennsylvania is Harrisburg. Okay? Yeah, a lot of people think that Philadelphia is the capital of Pennsylvania, but it's not. Okay? Have you guys heard of that city, Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah, Philadelphia is not the capital of Pennsylvania. All right? Yeah, that's a common mistake that a lot of people make. All right? So PA, the capital of PA is Harrisburg. Awesome. Next, let's see. Next is a really easy one. Let us get Larissa. Larissa, can you do California for us?
Yes.
Okay.
Go down.
Okay.
Go to the. Oh, not so down.
Okay. All right. There.
Go to the.
No. Tell me
west.
north, east, south, or west.
So. West.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
More. Coast west.
Okay. There. Perfect. So that is the huge state of California. What is the capital of California? This is
San Francisco?
No, the capital of California is Sacramento. Sacramento. Okay? California, the abbreviation of California is CA, and the capital is Sacramento. All right? So
Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah?
Where is Sacramento? Near San Francisco?
Yes.
Or?
Yes, Sacramento is 1 hour away from San Francisco. So, so Hazim, let me show you. So this is California. Over here is LA, Los Angeles, which is a city. And around over here is San Francisco, which is where I was living. And then Sacramento is somewhere over here. And then this is actually California actually touches another country down here. Which country is that? Mexico, exactly. So California is a huge state. So LA is a city in the state of California. Okay, Hazim?
Yeah, okay.
Perfect. Awesome. Hollywood. Where is Hollywood, guys?
LA.
Yeah, Hollywood is in LA. All right? Perfect. Okay. Let's see. Who do we have? What's the next city? Next, let us get Nicholas.
Okay.
Okay, what's this state? Can you name it?
North Carolina.
Carolina. Yeah. So this state is pronounced as North Carolina.
I have no idea, but I guess.
Okay.
I think that is in the middle.
Okay. So I'm gonna go to the middle. Okay. Now.
A little to the west.
Okay.
A little more.
Okay.
I put there.
You put it there? Okay, let's put it there. Ah, you are way off. Okay. North Carolina is on the East Coast. Okay. This area is called the East Coast. What is this area called where California is?
West Coast.
West Coast. Exactly. So North Carolina is on the East Coast. All right. What do you guys think is the abbreviation of North Carolina?
LC.
NC. Exactly. All right. So NC and okay, Raleigh. Okay. Oh, so Hazim is asking, why is it north? It doesn't make sense. Why do you guys think this is called North Carolina?
Because also they have a state, it's called South Carolina.
Exactly. So Hazim, there are two states. One state is called North Carolina. The other is called South Carolina. And they are called North and South in relationship to each other. Okay? So where do you guys think South Carolina will be? Below, exactly. So North Carolina is here. Right next to North Carolina is going to be South Carolina. All right? So these states are called North and South based on their relationship to each other. Okay? Perfect. Alrighty. Next. Okay, so Nicholas, you were way off. Do you guys know what that means? Do you guys know what that means? To be way off?
Yes.
Okay?
No idea.
Yeah, to be really, really wrong. To be way off means to be really, really wrong. But that's okay. We're all here to learn. Okay. Next, let's get Shadin. What is the next province? So not province. What is the next state?
Okay, Virginia.
Where do you think Virginia is? Is it on the east coast or the west coast?
Really, I don't have any idea, but I will guess with the shape of the map. We have a little land with it, so
Yeah.
can be in the south.
Okay.
South.
So south. Okay.
More
so I'm gonna
down.
take. Okay.
Okay, where's the little land? Okay, more south.
Okay. Now we're entering Mexico. Now we're going into Mexico if I go more south than that.
Okay. Okay, east maybe.
Okay.
Go
All
to
right.
east.
Yeah. We're in. Oh, sorry. East. Okay.
No,
I'm in the east. Yeah. East and south.
No, don't be in the dawn of North Carolina. It will be the south. Okay, put it there. Okay,
Put it there?
good.
Okay, let's put it there. All right, I'm going to put
Yeah.
it here. Close enough. So, do you see a little piece of land? So, you were pretty good. So, yeah. So, this is, so what would this be called? This big portion of Virginia, what would this be called? Not including this little island. This would be called Mainland Virginia. Okay? So, mainland is for the big pieces of land. Mainlands do not include the little islands, okay? So Virginia is over here. What is Virginia next to? What state is this?
North Carolina.
North Carolina, exactly. And what state is this?
Kentucky.
Kentucky, exactly. So Virginia is above North Carolina and east of Kentucky. Perfect. All right. Thank you, Shadin. What is the abbreviation of Virginia?
VI.
Beach.
VA. VA. Okay? VA. Okay, so the abbreviation of Virginia is VA and the capital is Richmond. Okay, my family that lives in the United States, they all live in Richmond, Virginia. So I usually drive down to Richmond to visit them for like family vacation or something. So I have seen a lot of this state, Virginia. Okay, perfect. Next, let us get Bruno. Bruno, you get an easy one, man.
No, I have no idea.
Oh my God! Why? So, what do you guys think? What is this? What is this called, Bruno? What's
South Dakota.
South Dakota. So, can you? What do you think? Is there another state named Dakota?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's going to be South Dakota, and then there's also going to be
North Dakota.
North Dakota. Exactly. So, Bruno, why don't you guess where South Dakota is?
Oh my God.
I'll give you guys a hint. You guys see these states that are like perfect boxes? Yeah? Like Colorado is a perfect box. South Dakota are boxes. These states are not coastal states. They are not going to be near the coast. They are going to be somewhere in the center. So now, yeah, in the middle, exactly, because they don't have any water next to them, right? So they are going to be somewhere in the middle. So why don't you guess now?
Move it to the middle.
Okay.
A little bit high. Right there.
Right there?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, very, very close. Perfect. So that was North Dakota. What is the abbreviation of North Dakota?
ND.
ND, exactly. All right, ND, North Dakota. Okay, so North Dakota and the capital is Bismarck. Awesome, perfect. Thank you so much, Bruno. Next, let's get Hamid. Hamid, what's this state called?
Connecticut.
Connecticut. Exactly, Connecticut. And it's a very, very tiny state. So, Hamid, where do you think Connecticut is?
I think east.
East? Okay.
A little bit east to.
Okay.
Connecticut has a coastal.
Yeah, do you think it's a coastal state?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it's a coastal state, so let's move it closer to the coast. Now, Hamid, do you think it's somewhere here?
It is near the Kentucky.
Oh, it's near to Kentucky. Okay, this is Kentucky.
But in coastal area.
Okay, so somewhere here.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Let's drop it somewhere here.
Oh,
very, very close. So there you go. So
Next to New York.
that's New York?
No.
No.
It's next to.
It's next to New York, exactly. So New York is somewhere close to Connecticut, all right? So Connecticut is a very important state as well. Well, what do you guys think is the abbreviation of Connecticut?
CT.
CT, exactly. Connecticut
And
is
Hartford is the capital city.
Exactly. So she lives close to the state of Connecticut, all right?
I lived in also Connecticut.
Oh, so Minil has lived in Connecticut as well. That's awesome. And so Minil, you would know, what is this region of the United States called?
New England.
Exactly. So this part of the US where Connecticut is, this is called. Okay. So New England is not a state. It is just a region. All right. So New England is this region that is in the north that touches Canada and is on the east coast. So the part of the US on the east coast all the way in the north that touches Canada is called New England. If you see New England, don't think that it is in England in the country. Neither is New England a state. New England is a collection of different states. So like 10 or 12 different states come together to make New England. It's
I
just
think it
like
includes 7 states.
Yeah, like Scandinavia, right? Scandinavia is not a country. It's 5 countries, and those 5 countries together are called Scandinavia. Perfect. All right. Thank you, Hamid. Next, let's see. Who do we have next? So we have had Bruno, Nicholas, Minna, Norbert. Everybody's gone at least once, right?
Sebastian.
Oh, we have Sebastian. Sebastian,
Hello.
can you hear us? Hi.
Yes. Hi, Hina. Hi, guys.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Awesome.
Thank
So Sebastian, let's get you to do the next one. So what state do you see next?
Washington.
Yeah. So where do you think Washington State is? And we'll talk about the difference between Washington State and Washington City. Okay, go ahead.
Don't give any clue.
Ah, come on. I gotta help them out. So go ahead, Sebastian. Where do you think Washington State is?
Is in the border of Canada.
Yeah, okay. So this is all Canada up here. So is it on the East Coast or the West Coast?
West Coast.
Okay, so West Coast, border of Canada.
Bingo.
Bingo. Perfect. All right. So this is Washington State. What is the capital of Washington State? Okay, and what is the abbreviation of Washington State?
WA.
WA, exactly. The capital of Washington State is called Olympia.
There is a Washington too?
Yes,
City Washington?
there is a okay, perfect. Now this is the question I wanted to bring up, okay? Washington State is very far from Washington City, and Washington City is not in the state, okay? What is the full name of Washington City?
Washington, D.C.
Washington, D.C. Do you guys know what D.C. stands for?
Department City.
No. D.C. stands District of Columbia. District. Okay? Washington, D.C. And why is Washington, D.C. important?
It's just the capital.
It's the capital of the United States, of the entire country, all right? So Washington, D.C., if you ever see Washington written, W-A, or the full word Washington, then they are talking about the state. If you see Washington, D.C., that is the city, okay? That is the capital, and it is not in the state, okay? Don't ask me why this is. Don't ask me why Washington State and Washington, D.C. are different from each other and they're not in the same state, okay? But Washington, D.C. Is the capital and it's not in the same state.
Maryland.
Yeah, it's actually, Washington is its own state. Washington, D.C. is its own state. The capital of the U.S. is not in any state. Okay, it is its own. That's why it's called the District of Columbia. It stands on its own. So Washington D.C. is not in any state. It is close to other states, but it itself is its own city, its own state. Okay. Another country that has this is Australia. Do you guys know what the capital?
We also.
As well. Okay. Yeah. So Norbert, why don't you tell us what is it like in Hungary?
I just, I worked in a call center, and there was a list about the Hungarian region, and there were Budapest individual.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
If they're individual, they stand on its own. Another country that has the same is Australia. The capital of Australia. The capital of Australia is Canberra.
Oh.
No, the capital of Australia is Canberra, and Canberra is its own state. Okay, so if you look at the map of Australia, Australia has about 7 states, and Canberra is its own state. It's not in any state. Okay, so Washington D.C. is the exact same. So Washington State and Washington D.C. very, very different. And I'm going to give you guys a clue. Washington State is on the west coast, like we saw. Washington, D.C. is on the east coast. So just so you guys know, for those of you who end up getting Washington, D.C. All right, perfect. Let us start again. Oh, Minnie, let's get you to the next one. The next one is fun. What's the next one, Minnie?
Okay, Michigan.
Michigan. Where do you think Michigan is?
Um,
I'll give you a hint. Michigan touches Canada.
Yes, I know, and it's close to lake, but I don't know the lake. Michigan Lake.
Lake Michigan. Yeah, Lake Michigan. All right. So you guys, if you don't know, these are the Great Lakes. This part of Canada and the US are called the Great Lakes. And
five lakes.
there's 5 Great Lakes. So Michigan is in the middle of 2 of them. So Michigan is right here. Okay. What do you think this lake is called? This one. It touches Michigan twice.
Michigan?
Lake Michigan, exactly.
Lake Michigan, yeah.
Michigan, yeah. So this is Lake Michigan, and on one side is Lake Michigan. On the other side is Lake Ontario. All right. So up here is Ontario. It's where I live in Canada. Okay. So what do you guys think? What's the abbreviation of Michigan?
MC.
MI. Okay, MI. And the capital is Lansing. Okay. So Michigan.
There is Detroit.
Oh, Detroit. Yeah, Detroit is in Michigan, but Detroit is not the capital of Michigan. Okay. Yeah. So
Detroit Pistons.
Exactly. So that's why I want to cover the capital cities, because a lot of people get confused between the capital city and the state. So Detroit is a big city in Michigan, but it's not the capital of Michigan. The capital of Michigan is Lansing. Okay? Detroit Pistons. Yeah, so Hamid is naming all the NBA teams that go along with the cities. Perfect. All right. Next, let's get okay. Larissa, let's get you to do the next one. What's the next one, Larissa?
Vermont.
Yeah, Vermont. Perfect.
Gosh.
So, yeah, where do you think Vermont is?
Never heard about it.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. Vermont is part of New England. Now, where do you think it is?
Go to the east.
Okay.
And they have a border also with Canada.
Yeah, they border Canada as well. Vermont borders Canada.
Go to the north.
Okay.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I stay there.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it here. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect. Woo!
Really?
Yeah. So Vermont is part of New England. Like I mentioned, this part of the United States in the northeast is called New England. This is where Minnie lives, Larissa. Minnie lives in Vermont right now.
Oh,
so,
cool.
so Minnie, what is the abbreviation of Vermont and what is the capital?
VT.
Mm-hmm.
And Burlington.
Oh, no. No, the capital of Vermont is not that.
Oh, sorry, not Burlington. Burlington is the bigger one.
Yes.
Hartford?
No, Montpelier. Montpelier.
Montclair?
Yes. See,
Oh.
perfect. So there we go. So Vermont is in New England. Its abbreviation is VT, and its capital is Montpelier. A French name, exactly. Okay. This is why it's important to know the capitals, because everybody thinks that the big cities are the capital. The big cities are not always the capitals. The same thing with Australia. The biggest city in Australia is Sydney, but it is not the capital. The capital is Canberra. Okay? Minute! Dun, dun, dun! Now, even Minute learned something new. She lives in Vermont and she learned what the capital is. All
But
right.
I have never been there. That is the reason I don't know Montreal is the
Okay.
capital.
I've never been there, so it doesn't exist, okay? If I haven't seen something, then it's not real. All right. Okay, let's get Hazim. Hazim, this is a really easy one. Come on.
Yeah. Okay, it is in the south.
Yeah, okay?
Middle in the south.
Middle and south, exactly.
Yeah, down, yes.
And what country does Texas border?
Mexico.
Mexico, exactly. Texas borders Mexico. So what is the abbreviation of Texas? What do you think?
TX.
TX. TX. And what is the capital of Texas? Austin.
Yeah.
The capital of Texas is Austin, but what is the biggest city in Texas?
Can I say? Houston.
Houston, we have a problem. All right? Yeah.
What?
Texas. Yeah. Oh, that's NASA. So for those of you who don't know, NASA is located in Texas. Okay? So the capital city of Texas is Austin, but the biggest city by population and by size is Houston. Houston,
Rockets.
Yeah. Houston, we have a problem. I don't
Why
know if
you have a problem with Houston?
No! What am I saying? What am I talking about, guys, when I say that? Houston, we have a problem. What am I talking about?
NASA.
NASA, exactly. If you guys watch movies, sci-fi movies, then there's always like, there's a mission to the moon or there's a mission to Mars, and it's always like, Houston, we have a problem.
Apollo 13.
So
Apollo
I'm not
13.
Apollo 13, exactly. So I don't have a problem with Houston. This is a very popular line that people say. So Houston is where NASA's like headquarters is located. That's where all the spaceships launch from. Okay, so Houston is a very, very important city in the US, but it's not the capital of Texas. The capital is Austin. Alrighty, awesome. Thanks, Hazim.
Is Texas the biggest state?
Is Texas the best state? Okay.
The biggest.
It's the biggest. Texas is the biggest state in the U.S. Yeah, I should have mentioned that. So the largest state in the U.S. by size is Texas. Okay. Let me give you guys a good comparison. I live in Canada, right? And in Canada, there's a state called Quebec. Okay.
Yeah.
That is the French-speaking part of Canada. Quebec is twice the size of Texas.
Wow.
That's how big Canada and the provinces in Canada are. So here, let's have a look. So this is Texas. You can see how much of the land it takes. Quebec is up here, and it is twice the size of Texas. It's about this big. So that's a really, really huge province, right?
That is the reason Quebec wants their own.
They want independence. Yeah.
Independence. But
They want
Texas
to-
also wants
Yeah.
the independence.
Quebec is a province,
Quebec is a province, yes.
Yeah.
Quebec
and
is
Ottawa is in Quebec.
Ottawa is in Ontario. So Ottawa is actually on the border of Quebec and Ontario. Ottawa is the capital of Canada, and it is on the border of Ontario, which is where Toronto is, and Quebec. Quebec is where Montreal is. So Montreal again is a big city in Canada. Okay? Yeah. All right. So that's just to give you guys a comparison. And George W. Bush comes from Texas.
And famous for cowboy and cowgirl.
Exactly. Texas is famous for having cowboys and cowgirls and the rodeo. That is called the rodeo. Okay.
And the one of the best red state, I think so, Texas.
Yeah, exactly. So Texas is a pretty important state. Nicholas, why are you sad? Nicholas, what's going on?
I write this for the last person that you name.
Oh, George W. Bush. That's why I wanted to tell you guys. Texas, that's where he comes from. So, America. America. All right. Next, so let's go. Let's go on to Hamid. What is the next state?
Georgia.
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 Yeah, it's written as Georgia, but we pronounce it as Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah. So where do you think Georgia is, Hamid?
I think southwest.
In the southwest? Okay, so south and then west. So somewhere here?
Yes.
Want me to drop it here?
A little bit up.
Higher? A little bit higher, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay? No! So Georgia is all the way on the east coast. So it's in the south part of the east coast. Alright? So there's a little hole over here. What state do you think goes in this little hole?
South Carolina.
South Carolina, exactly. So whoever gets South Carolina, keep in mind this little hole because North Carolina is right here. Okay? So Georgia is here. What do you guys think is the abbreviation of Georgia?
GE.
GE?
GA.
GA, exactly. GA is the abbreviation of Georgia. And what?
Atlanta. No?
Yes, you're right.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. Atlanta. Atlanta, why do you guys think Atlanta is popular? Atlanta is a very popular city in the US. Norbert?
Gambling.
Gambling? That's more like Las Vegas. But what else? Atlanta
CNN is there, and then the
what is there in a minute?
CNN television channel.
Yeah. And Atlanta is the house of Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola, yes.
Coca-Cola was developed and their headquarters are in Atlanta. Coca-Cola, everybody knows, it's an American company and they are based out of Atlanta. Atlanta is in Georgia. Okay? Then I love Atlanta too. Hazim, are you a Coke fanatic? Do you love drinking Coca-Cola?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah? So now you know the headquarters of Coca-Cola are in Atlanta, Georgia. The Olympics were held there once. I actually didn't know that. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, perfect. So let's see. We just had, who just went right now? Hamid. Hamid just went. So let's get Nicholas. Ooh, these are the states that very few people know about now. So, so Nicholas, why don't you name the state and tell us where it is?
This is difficult too. I think Missouri. Maybe in the south.
Okay, so let's say towards the west or towards the east.
The east.
East, okay. So south and east. Okay.
Yes. There.
Just there?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop it here. Oh, you're very close. It's actually more in the Midwest, okay? So this part of the United States is called the Midwest, okay? That state was pronounced Missouri. Tom Sawyer lived in Missouri, exactly. What do you guys think is the abbreviation of Missouri?
MO.
MO, perfect. MO is the abbreviation of Missouri, and the capital is Jefferson City. Okay, so Missouri, MO, capital is Jefferson City. Why is it not MI, the abbreviation?
Another city, Michigan.
Exactly.
Similar to another.
Exactly. So Michigan. So MI is Michigan. MO is Missouri. Perfect. Thank you, Nicholas. Next, let's get These are difficult states. So let's get Sebastian. Sebastian, what's the next one?
Oregon.
Yes. So where do you think it is?
And it's right. It's between California and Washington.
Okay.
In the coast.
It's on the coast?
Yeah.
Perfect.
That was easy.
That was easy. Yeah. Oregon, exactly. Abbreviation?
OR.
OR? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't it be, right? Oregon. And the capital is Salem.
Salem, yes.
Okay. Salem, Oregon. Ooh. Salem. There we go. So now you have the three West Coast states. What are they? What's the top state in the West Coast?
Washington.
Yeah.
Washington.
Yeah. Next one.
Oregon.
Oregon
And California.
California, exactly. So these are the three states on the western side of the US. They are the coastal states. Okay? Alrighty. Who wants an easy one? Let's get Shaden. Shaden, let's get you to do the next one. What's the next one?
Okay, South Carolina. Carolina.
South Carolina.
So it's Carolina. Okay. But it's in the south in the North Carolina.
Yeah. So in the hole right here. Okay.
The
so
little hole.
Yeah, exactly. So South Carolina. So what is the abbreviation? Of South Carolina. Yeah, SC. And the capital of South Carolina is Columbia. Okay. Okay. South Carolina. So now you guys understand North Carolina and South Carolina, they are not actually in the north or in the south. They are in relationship to each other. So they are actually on the east coast of the US. North Carolina is above South Carolina, basically. So SC is the abbreviation and the capital is Columbia. Perfect. Thank you, Shaden. Next, let's get Norbert. I am going to get Norbert to try and guess this one because I know that Norbert has something from the state. Go ahead, Norbert.
It's in the south.
Okay.
And in the west, next to California.
Yeah, there we go. Arizona. Okay. So Arizona is in the south and it's right next to California. Why is Arizona popular? Arizona is one of the most popular states in the world. Why is that?
The Grand Canyon.
The Grand Canyon, all right? The Grand Canyon, which is one of the biggest canyons in the world, is located in Arizona. Okay? This is where I was for my 25th birthday, guys. Arizona.
Yes, I remember.
So what do you guys think is the abbreviation of Arizona?
AR.
AZ. AZ. Okay? The teacher Joe is from Arizona. Who knows where teacher Joe is from? Which city?
I knew it.
It starts with a P. Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Phoenix,
Yes.
exactly.
Phoenix.
So teacher Joe, he is from Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix is also the capital of Arizona.
Phoenix Suns.
Yes. So Arizona is very popular because it has the Grand Canyon. Most of the Grand Canyon is in Arizona. Part of the Grand Canyon is next to Arizona in this state. What state is this now? It was the first state that we did with a C. Colorado. Exactly. So part of the Grand Canyon is in Colorado, and then it's in the state right next to both of them, which we haven't figured out yet. So as soon as we figure it out, then you guys will know that the Grand Canyon is located in these three major states. Okay?
Nevada.
Perfect. Nevada. Perfect. Okay. Next, let's get Bruno. Bruno? How do you say that, Bruno?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. And I'll give you a clue. Rhode Island is in New England. So where is New England, Bruno?
I don't know.
Okay, where is New England, guys?
Northeast.
Northeast. So So Bruno, this part of the United States is called New England. So now can you guess where Rhode Island is? Rhode Island is in New England.
Near the Connecticut.
Yeah. So it's close to Connecticut. Which state was Connecticut? Was it this one or this one? The top one or the bottom one?
Bottom.
Bottom one. All right. So if it's close to Connecticut, it's right over here, Rhode Island. It's a really, really tiny state. Okay, Rhode Island. What do you guys think is the abbreviation?
RI.
Yeah, Rhode Island. And what is the capital?
I know that. I went there. Should they have a mention, and the mention has
Providence.
Providence.
Yeah. So Rhode Island is one of the tiniest states. Is there a place to put capital? It's pretty tiny. It's true. So the capital of Rhode Island is Providence. Okay. I'll tell you guys. The states in New England, they are very popular because they are very nice places to live. They're beautiful. They're not like cities. They're not like New York. They're not like San Francisco or Washington. They are very beautiful and they're very natural. So a lot of people who have families who don't like living in the city, they live in the states in New England. So that's one of the reasons that the states are so tiny as well, because
so it has a Europe style.
What did you say?
It has Europe style.
It has
Europe style. Why you call New England?
New
they
England.
Have Europe style, like England.
Yes, it's called New England because it was colonized by British people back when United States was discovered. So the people who moved there were predominantly from England, and they named that part New England. This is before independence. This is like 200 years ago. Okay, I don't know why they chose to have that name, but a lot of people who like having families and who don't want to live in like a very busy city, they move to Rhode Island and to New England. Okay?
There are also best school in this area. Most
Yeah.
of the best university and school in the New England area.
Yeah, so all the Ivy League universities like Harvard, Yale, Columbia, Brown, these are all located in New England. Okay, so people who are very into like education and like all that stuff, they usually move to this part of the United States. Also, it's next to Canada, so duh, it's awesome. All right, okay. And next, let's start again. Hazim, let's get you to do the next one. What is this one called?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Okay.
Oklahoma, yes. So where do you think is Oklahoma?
Okay, I'm searching for it.
It's easy. You can guess
You can guess.
from the picture.
Yeah. So can you see that there's like it's broken from the bottom? So what does that mean?
Yeah.
If it's broken from the bottom?
It'll be in the south.
It'll be in the south?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be in the middle, or will it be on a coast?
I don't know. Okay, wait. What is
Ah.
it? Okay, put it there.
Put it there? Okay. Hazim's like, fine, put it there.
Oh.
There you go. Okay? So this
Okay.
is Oklahoma. All right? Oklahoma is right north of Texas. What is Oklahoma, the abbreviation?
Okay.
Okay, exactly. And what is the capital? It's very, very easy.
Oklahoma City.
Yes! Perfect. So Oklahoma, the capital is OK, and so the capital is Oklahoma City. All right.
Basketball team Oklahoma City Thunders.
Exactly. So that's why it's important to realize that even though we have states and cities that are in the same area, not always. A big example is Washington, and that's probably our biggest example. How Washington City is not in Washington State. Okay, so Oklahoma, and yeah, so Oklahoma is in the south next to Texas. We're actually out of time, but do you guys want to continue this in the next class, or do you want to talk about our next topic?
What will be the topic?
We were going to talk about common English errors like despite, although, though. If you want, we can finish this in the next class, and then we can talk about those. Or you know what? We can just talk about any questions that you guys have. How's that? Any questions about English? Let me know.
I think arrows is more interesting.
Arrows is more interesting? Okay, all right. So I'm going to end this broadcast. I hope you guys had fun. The US is a big, big country, and there's lots of states, and we only managed to do half of them, all right? And I can give you guys a list or something, and you can always look it up online. But for now, I'm out. I'm going to come back with the next class, all right, guys? I'll be right back.
See ya.
Okay,